Today's Ultimate Showcase is one I've been looking forward to for a long time, because we're talking about Knull, a champion who I made a video on a couple months ago when I first ranked for him, talking about why I took him to rank 4 over like Serpent and Deathless Thanos, and simple answer is I just have a lot more fun with this character and oftentimes lesser known characters in the contest as well. But to be honest, like Knull is an extremely successful champion for BGs, for especially long form content. You can do some cool things in war as well. He's just a very valuable champion for one's account with how different he is compared to the rest of the cosmic class. And this guy is essentially like a science champion in disguise, right? Like, he's got all the debuffs, he only gains 2 buffs, which are all from his Sig ability. He's reducing combat power rates as well. I don't know if that's like necessarily a science ability, but you know, Enervate exists in the science class and stuff, so suppression as well, so it's pretty funny. But we'll just go ahead and get into gameplay here and show you some things that I really like about Knull. And one of the really cool things that Knull has, he's essentially got Pulverize, but it's not called Pulverize and it doesn't do any additional damage. You don't need it to do additional damage, but essentially he just uses his heavy attack or his medium attack, and then the opponent's armor up buffs are gone. It's really nice, and then in his corrupted mode, then they just don't trigger ever, so you don't even need the Pulverize. So we also have true accuracy on those hits that do the pseudo Pulverize as well, so Red Skull can't auto block or anything. And then you can just see, like, that was just 2 special ones and Red Skull's just dead. Like, this guy's damage, especially against tech champs who can bleed, is pretty nuts. So 36-second fight right there. We'll move on to fight Penny Parker next. This is a pretty cool one because while Knull's true accuracy is going to get turned off, so he's not going to be able to counter the auto block, we can also just remove the sync shield extremely fast. Because what we're going to do is just drop a special one here. It's going to go into her block. She's not going to counter me. I didn't space it right, but if you do it farther away from the corner, then you can get into a space where she never will be able to counter you. Probably should have re-reported that fight, but it does work. So you can use the unblockable here to obviously counter her auto block a little bit, but what we want to do now is get her to dash back and block, and if she had like a full sync shield, dude, it would just go away so fast because the armor breaks, just making the shield go away extremely fast because of how much damage we do into it. And then she just drops right after, so that was 40 seconds, which is pretty fast. We'll go fight Kindred now. This is a interesting one. So yeah, Knull is a champion who doesn't need buffs, meaning Kindred's atrophy doesn't really change anything. He also has 60% innate degen resistance, which is really interesting, because if you get into Kindred's final phase and then you're a little bit out of the target range to be able to get that root off, then you can at least tank a little bit of the degen, because yeah, he's got that 60% degen resistance, which is really good and very weird for a cosmic champ again, because that, mystics are usually the degen champs, but it's pretty cool, that's for sure. And then here we're just gonna go ahead and counter his special 2. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my special 2 in a moment as well, which is gonna almost push him to 2 bars. As you can see here, I'm not gonna be at the right amount of power to break out of the root, but I can at least tank some of the degen damage, and we only lose a couple percent of health, so if I timed my special 2 better and didn't drop it when he was when I had that little power, it would have been even better. So now we're gonna go fight Arnim Zola. So Zola's bleed immune, and what we're gonna do instead of using the just basic hits when he's corrupted, we're going to go ahead and use our mediums and heavies, which are going to degen instead. So it's another playstyle you can use with Knull. It's not as potent as just using the sword attacks and using that bleed damage that comes with them, but it's still nice. And you can also heavy counter Zola's special 1 very easily if you do that. So yeah, definitely try that if you feel like learning how to counter Zola's special 1. It's harder with some champs depending on what their medium animation's like. Knull's is perfect for getting the fight done just like that. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to drop the special 1 here and then trigger some degens. They're going to heal us a little bit depending on how much damage we did on the hit. So you can see here, we're back up to 100% health and stuff. And we'll just keep cycling through corruptions just like that. I'm going to go ahead and drop another special one here. Apparently you can't do it during the heavy animation, because he'll be able to do that. But we'll just go for a heavy attack and keep doing this. Just recycling those Living Abyss, and then, yeah, he just goes down there. You could maybe do the regular playstyle as well, where you just hit him with basics, but you do want to weave in heavies anyway, so it makes sense to just kind of do only heavies to me. So now we're going to go fight, what is this one? This is Spider-Woman. So this is another example of the true accuracy being really good. It's only on heavies and mediums, of course, and the special one hits. So you do need to be very careful still and not just completely ignore her evade and use your light attack still. But if everything is lined up right, if you time things correctly, it's still pretty decent. So I'm just going to drop my special one here. It's in the block, and we can avoid it, which is nice. And then I'll go ahead and just use my heavies here. She's not going to have any inequity in this fight, which is going to make the fight faster than if it was a PG's fight. But it's still pretty nice. And we're just doing the same playstyle that we used against Zola, where we just do hits that she can't evade, because the mediums and the heavies, she can't evade at all. It's really great. And then keep punishing her, countering her special attacks and stuff, and ideally timing my special one with the with her ensnare timer, so that we don't get the ability X reduction on us and stuff. But I didn't do it there, but at the same time I can just drop my special 2. We only get 2 crits. Okay, we did finish the with the special 2 and get some nice bleed damage on it. And then I could have used a stand-up light. I just didn't, so she did drop the special 1, but we just dex it because I didn't have the fumble on me, and we're fine. So now I'm going to go fight Abyss, Iron Man, Infinity War, and we can go ahead and start seeing his damage for long-form content, because this is where Knull shines the most, is these really, really large health pools where you can just get to like 99 Living Abyss if you want to, and just annihilate the opponent and stuff. So yeah, we just go ahead and do a bunch of mediums. I might do medium heavy sometimes, which you can sometimes get away with. Like, I wouldn't do it if it's a scenario where like your health being really high matters, like BG's, but if you want to like go for a just medium heavy in the air, you can technically do that with him. It doesn't have a 100% success rate, but it does work a lot. I do that in the Sauron fight more, which we'll see later, I think. But yeah, it's an option for sure. And then just keep doing those heavies, keep placing the Living Abyss. I'm not going to go for the full 99 in this fight. We'll see what he looks like at 99 in the next attempt. So this is with 44, and we'll just go ahead and start doing our damage. So we'll shut off like all armor ups when he's incorrupted, so he's not going to be able to gain that bleed immunity, which is nice. And then we'll just keep punching him a lot. As you can see, those sword hits hit very, very hard. If you get a light attack crit, it's 40,000 damage when you add the bleed to it. And we can continue to stack up armor breaks when we use the special 2, because this will put us at even more. And every time we fail his armor up from triggering, we get another armor break, which is awesome. So there's a 50k medium attack. We don't even get the bleed damage on mediums because they're not sword hits, and you can just see like his damage is just so good for these long form content stuff. I'll drop another special 2 here, and then boom, it's doing a crap ton. I'm not doing the stand-up light like I should. I didn't even learn that there was spacing where you could do it yet, but yeah, like if after his special 2 you can just do a stand-up light attack and it pretty much always works. So that's nice. And then in his final phase, he doesn't even get armor ups. So we just drop the special 2 here, heal back to full health, and then I get a stand-up light and he's dead. So that was the fight where we just dropped the special 3 as soon as we got to it, but what if we build up to 99 of the Living Abyss? So we'll watch that here. I'm going to go ahead and parry, drop my special 3, and we'll just see how much damage that he does. It's going to be pretty fun. Going to let the animation play out because it's very clean special 3 animation. One of my favorites in the game for sure. And then go ahead and start doing those light attacks, and boom. Let's see what a light attack crit does. When we get there, it's going to do 47,000 damage with 31 in red. So yeah, it's pretty nuts. That's like 78,000 damage if I did that right. 47 plus 31 should be 78. and then I'm just going to drop a special 2 here, and it's going to almost wipe him out, I think. We do a crap ton of damage, crap ton of bleed as well, and I didn't get the stand-up light, but I kind of got a light intercept at the end, so pretty nice. And I dropped the special 1, dude, just kill him, man, come on. Go for a light attack right there, and then he dies. And then we're going to see the fight once more, this time with the recoil masteries on, because Knull is one of the most recoil-friendly champions for long fights in the entire game, because he has 40% resistance to bleed and poison, and he's not going to be dropping special attacks extremely often, because you're going to build up to the special 3 and stuff. And on top of that, you can heal from the poison as well, so the recoil damage goes away eventually. And also, he doesn't increase his base attack in any way in his kit, so he feels the recoil mastery's attack increase more than most other champs do. And then, yeah, like, the damage speaks for itself. Like, he's so busted when you turn the recoil masteries on. I do it again for the Sauron fight, which we see later. And yeah, we finished the fight with full health with recoils on, so goes to show that he is as good with those masteries as it gets. Alright, now we're going to go fight this Lady Deathstrike from the Wheel of Fate. So this has adaptive power shield, and what we're going to do in this fight is we're going to build up a bunch of Living Abyss, and then go for a special 3, and then just keep the corruption up and do a special 2, I think. Or I might drop a couple special 2s before the special 3, actually. The reason you really want to use Knull for this fight is because the only way you can really deal damage is, again, with hit damage on the specials, and that's a problem for Lady Deathstrike because she tends to regen a crap ton of damage unless you can remove her armor. And I don't know if there were anti-nullify nodes or something, but like the main thing you need to know for this fight is you really need to armor break her. You need to keep that armor up at bay, and that's exactly what Knull is going to do, because he just uses a medium and has a 75% chance to remove an armor up buff. Medium or heavy, and special 1 and stuff. But along the way, while I'm building up the Living Abyss, we're going to use the special 2s because it's adaptive power shield. They're still going to do a ridiculous amount of damage, even with just the 10 armors. And yeah, we'll do that until we build up to a special 3 with a bunch of corrupted or Living Abyss, and then it's going to be a really fun light show. I need to make sure to watch the power loss node because that is going to be extremely frustrating. If I'm not dashing back or in the middle of a special animation, I lose all my power when the timer expires. So yeah, and I didn't have the armor up gone when I dropped the special 2 there, so she did regen all of it, but it's fine. We're going to go ahead and build up to another special 2 or maybe the special 3 at this point. I think this might be the point in the fight where I went for just a special 3, but we'll see for ourselves. Anyway, we're just going to squeeze in a little bit more Living Abyss, and then I'm going to go ahead and dash back to make sure I don't get power loss. Drop another special 2. I think I meant to do a special 3 there, actually. So, unfortunate power scaling, but it's fine. And then I'll go ahead and combo her once more, avoid the power loss, and we have 60 Living Abyss. It's definitely time to go for my special 2 at this point. Special 3 at this point. And hopefully just wipe her out as soon as possible. She's being a little bit annoying, trying to bait that special 2. She doesn't want to throw it that much, but then she finally does. And we go ahead and use the special 3 as soon as the special lock expires. And it's going to be pretty fun. So let's just see how much damage it does. This is with 60-something armor breaks, or Living Abyss, which will turn into armor breaks, of course. And then, boom, she's down at 26%. That was pretty nice. So now we're going to build the special 2, and it's going to be really fun. Because we have 69 armor breaks, and then drop the special 2, build up to 79, and yeah, it's going to be a lot. Oh, actually 80, because we failed her armor up buff from coming. So I'm going to go ahead, and I can't drop the special 2 because I need to get the special lock away first. And then her armor up can't come back, and yeah, as you can see, boom, 153,000 damage, no crit on the final hit of the special attack. So he's perfect for that fight. He is absolutely perfect for that fight, and it's a lot of fun. So now we're gonna go take this path in 9.3. This is one I didn't even look at all the nodes, but I know his true accuracy, I think, came into play here. It was really nice. It also gives us a prowess, which is going to be fun for his special 2 damage, like you saw against the Lady Deathstrike, because we had adaptive power shield there, and it's going to be pretty fun here because the prowess is going to function pretty much the same. I'm going to drop a special 1 here, get the corruption going, and then we're on a roll to that special 2. So yep, we're almost there. I just need to bait her special 2 in a moment. My corruption's gonna trigger right there, which don't really use the I actually do use the unstoppable because I ate a hit, and then I ate a hit again, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, at this point, it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna go ahead and just do my light attacks here, then drop my special 2. I have that prowess, and yeah, holy crap, that damage was good. That was a 100% prowess passive. And we got a lot of crits on that special attack. So we're going to fight Thor Ragnarok next. Another champion who can auto-block. If you intercept Thor, he has a chance to auto-block you. Very rare and very weird ability that he has, but it's there. So if I use a medium to intercept, then he doesn't have that threat, which is cool. And am I going to go to a special 3 in this fight? I think I am. Partially because this guy isn't a tech champ, so my damage is going to be a little bit worse. But might as well go for the special 3 anyway. It's a longer corruption, so it's not that bad. If I'm preparing for a bit of a longer fight, it makes sense. But yeah, I drop it here. It's going to do decent damage because we had the prowess as well. And then I just drop my light attack. We're unstoppable and unblockable, which is nice. Got to get rid of the untouchable by dropping my relic. And then just keep hitting him with those light attacks. And pausing my corruption, then we'll build to a special 2, and he'll be pretty much dead at that point. I could drop a special 1 too, if I wanted to squeeze out some regen, which wouldn't. Oh, that's exactly what I do. So yeah, we get some regen, which is nice. Am I gonna do it a second time? Won't have the opportunity. Well, I have a little bit because I can get a couple % back. I really like the regen mechanic that Knull has. It's really, really strong. Once you get a lot of corruption on the opponent, or Living Abyss, I mean. And then we're going to fight Scream now, another champion with auto block who we can go ahead and ignore if she gets it. I know this path has parry on it, so that's another example of just like the untouchable, jeez. The true accuracy is helping a lot here because then I'm not getting parried if she auto blocks me. But she has to charge a heavy for that to happen, or drop a special 1 and I eat it, I guess. Because that's exactly what happened there. And then I use my mediums, and she can't auto-block, so it's perfectly fine. And yeah, I just need to keep baiting the special attacks, and we're doing fine. Am I going to go for a special 3 here? Nope. When am I going to do it? I'm going to drop the relic first, so I can get rid of the untouchable, and then probably, yeah, and then I'll have the striker window right after. And then we'll reduce her combat power rates, make it to where she can't get to a special 2 faster, which is great, because with the amount of madness she has, she's going to be unblockable if she drops that special 2. So, don't want that to happen. I don't know how to dex it. Most people probably don't know how to dex it. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and eat a parry there, because I didn't even notice that she had the auto block, and then, anyway, it's fine. I'm going to drop a special 2 here. We don't have a crazy amount of armor breaks, but it still does a very large chunk of damage, and then she's just about dead. Get a parry, medium, and she drops. So we'll move on to a different path. I think continuing in 9.3 though. I think this is 9.3, but we'll see. I've got a revive Knull. I don't know what he died to early on in the path, but this is Gimme Shelter, so this is another auto block node. Definitely one that's very important to counter, because I know they can resist heavies in this one. So the fact that Knull's heavy attack has that symbiote head animations where they are all true accuracy hits is going to help a lot more here. And yeah, we really don't want that auto block. This has Rich Get Richer as well. Knull can't really take advantage of that, but he removes the armor up so much that Red Skull can't really either. And once we get Corruption active, he's not going to be able to get any armor ups back. So he physically can't win the Rich Get Richer race, which is nice. I'm going for a special 3 here, it seems, which might be wasteful because we're fighting a tech champ. That class advantage is going to kick in a lot for a champion who doesn't increase their own attack. So I probably could have gotten away with just a special 1, but either way, Yeah, if we just keep his buffs at bay, he's not going to be able to auto-block us, and we're going to be big chilling. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get one more heavy, bait one more special one, probably, and then we'll finish him off. Dude, I definitely have enough Living Abyss. I don't know why I'm waiting so long. Finally drop the special 3, and then it's going to do a large chunk of damage as you'd expect, and then I'm unstoppable and unblockable and stuff. He auto-blocks here. He has no armor, so it doesn't even do any damage to me. And he can't get any more armor ups, but he can still auto-block me, I guess. That's kind of annoying. I was hoping that wouldn't be the case, but place the degens, heal back up. It doesn't matter. He's dead, so really, really nice. We'll fight a couple more fights on that path. Next is Venom. This is a champion who is just always going to have Rich get richer because, yeah, I can't remove a cruelty or anything, of course, but we can deal with it just fine. I'll just block his special 2 or special 1. It's chill. Knull's always going to have the Inequity Mastery, just coming in full force because of the amount of debuffs. And yeah, I have 3 out of 3 Inequity, so just 6 debuffs and 36% attack reduction. It's really, really nice. So you can at least block that special 2 and not take as much damage. But yeah, we're just going to focus on the mediums and heavies, build up 3 bars as usual, and then he can't auto-block me during that ramp-up phase if I'm using the right attacks, which is great. And I'm going to go ahead and heavy attack once more. I don't know how many Living Abyss I'm targeting here. Looks like 45. I think that was like the same amount I used for Red Skull too, so seems like a good number. And then I go ahead and do some hits while I can use the light attacks. But yeah, it seems that he's still auto-blocking my lights, even if he doesn't have a lot of buffs. So I guess this is a different auto-block node than I was thinking. But still, we can go ahead and just do the degen cycle, which is also, as you know, very strong. So, yeah, we get some health back and stuff. We're going to get another corruption going, which is going to turn those all back into armor breaks. And just keep cycling. I don't know why I did one there. I should have waited for the corruption to actually happen first. But he's going to auto-block, it's fine. And then I use heavies. We're just getting that regen back. Like, it's so cheesy. And then once I go unblockable, I can squeeze in some lights, do some damage, and we finish the fight at full health. So, yeah, I love his regen so much, man. It's so great. Alright, now we're going to go fight War Machine. This is from the Crucible 2. And this is one where you want to be both a villain and you want to have a lot of debuffs. And what's going to happen is when War Machine has an armor, he's going to do some Thorns damage to us, but for each debuff Knull has, he's going to prevent that damage he's taking and then revert some of it if he's a villain, I think. So, yeah, it's pretty chill. We remove the armors, no problem. We have the debuffs to prevent the damage reflection. And then once I get to Corrupted, he's not going to be able to even get an armor. Which is just going to prevent the damage altogether, and we can just completely shut off his kit at that point. The suppression's annoying. I want to be getting to special 3 a lot faster, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Once I am able to reduce his combat power rate a little bit too, that's going to help a lot. But yeah, we dropped the special 3, of course, and we're going to do a crap ton of damage on it, and now I can just do a crap ton of damage on basics as well. And he's getting combat power so much slower, which is... I love the combat power rate reduction so much. And then, dude, I love that part too, because he can't even get a regen when he's corrupted. It turns into a degen instantly instead, and you just see him completely melt away when that happens. So, okay, now we're going to go fight Necro Sauron, and I'm running the recoil masteries for this one. So you're going to see the damage go completely through the roof. As you can expect when you saw the Abyss Iron Man when I had the recoil masteries on and stuff. So you're going to see in this fight, I do try that medium heavy in the air thing that you can get away with sometimes. Again, don't do this in like Battlegrounds or War where like having health matters a lot more. But yeah, you can get away with it. So we won't have 90% of our bleed damage against Sauron here because he has that 90% resistance to bleed. Knull's not going to care, as you're going to see once we get there, the damage is completely ridiculous. So, I'm going to go ahead and stop talking. We're going to speed the fight up until I get that special 3 dropped. And then, after that, I'll come back and commentate over that. So, I'll be right back. So we finally get the special 3 off. I think I got up to 99 Living Abyss. Yep, I did. And as you can see here, like the crits, the medium crit was like 76,000 damage. And like, again, we don't have pretty much any bleed damage in this fight. So this is all just Knull's basic attacks, which just goes to show, like, again, partially how ridiculous this guy is, especially with the recoil mastery. So I know like a lot of tech champs, especially in like the Necropolis, are bleed immune and stuff. But if he can do this to Sauron, who also is like not taking any bleed damage, then dude, just imagine him against like one of those class advantage ones. Unfortunately, like some of the easy ones to get to, like Nimrod and Omega Sentinel, all are like armor break resistant and stuff. Like Nimrod is that in his base kit. Omega Sentinel goes immune to them once she reaches her 40% threshold, which is super stupid, but yeah, gotta limit Knull, I guess, because of how dumb he is. I don't know. But as you can see here, like, I take some recoil damage. It doesn't matter. I'm still healing more damage than I'm taking, which is pretty beautiful. I don't think we're going to get 5% back in between the period of dropping special 2s, but we don't really need to, because we're still just barely losing any health. So I'm going to go ahead and drop another special 2, or I'm going to go ahead and refresh the special 3, actually, the corruption, because that was getting a little bit low. And just the fact that Sauron's getting special attacks so much slower is just awesome as well. So I just keep hitting him, and when he's trying to get that degen, he's not even able to, which is pretty nice. Assuming I do it correctly. I think, does it have to be when I use a medium or something, or is it just in general? Looks like it's just in general. I thought he was getting regen earlier, but I guess not. So yeah, he can't even get his regen. Super good utility, being able to just shut off regen like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drop my special 2, and boom, it's going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. We're going to get the stand-up light. Not really, though. I don't need to do that block beforehand thing. I should have the spacing pretty much every time to just drop it immediately after the special attack, but whatever. Go for a heavy here, and I'm too late to even regen because of how much damage the heavy did. And now we're going to go fight Necropolis Odin. This one, I think I also build up to 99 corruption for, but I'm not running recoils in this fight, so my damage is much worse than if I did have it. But you can still see, like, this fight's pretty fast, even without the recoil masteries. We do have bleed damage in this fight. We're baiting a bunch of Odin's specials, because I need him to have, like, the 6 energize, or a lot of energize at all times. Because I do need him to have those 6 buffs to do damage, and he's never going to be able to have an armor, because you want Odin to have an armor in this fight, but Knull just says no, so you just have to deal with that. He's going to get the energize instead, which is not that bad. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do heavies. Terrible heavy RNG in that one, jeez. But it's fine. I'm going to accidentally dash back when I should dash forward a lot in this fight, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. We're just going to get to the 3 bars of power. We can play as slowly as we need to. I want to get there as fast as I can, of course, because I just don't want to just be doing no damage for so long. But yeah, once we do get there, it's going to be all worth it. So yeah, keep heavies, keep doing heavies, keep building up. I bait that heavy, he gets the 6 energize, which is good, so we can do the full damage now. We're at 85, we're almost there. And then I just continuously eat heavies there because I keep messing up the invert controls and stuff. But it's okay. Go ahead and bait the special 2. He refreshes all his buffs, which is perfect. And then I try to do a medium light into a heavy, which was never going to work. I don't have enough time on the parry stone for that to happen. But eat a combo. It's fine. It doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drop the special 3 here, so we finally get our damage going. And as you can see here, it hits very hard. I'm not going to have the extra damage from recoils, but we don't need that much damage to kill him. We're still going to do a ridiculous amount of damage in general. So this is with 60% less attack, essentially, and that's totally okay. I do get the stand-up light attacks in this fight. I do consistently do that one, so that's helpful. Here, I'm going to drop another special 2, I think. Maybe a special 3. Nope, special 3. So at this point in the fight, the fight has reached like halfway because of the Ankh symbol turning into the brown one. I don't know what any of that's called, but anyway, he reached like half the charges, so we're going to be rooted during his specials now, but we're also just going to kill him extremely fast at this point. Like, he's not even going to get the opportunity to drop that many specials. Oh yeah, here I'm just going for regen because I felt like it, because yeah, we can just get a bunch of regen back, and what, I was at like 45% early on in the fight, now I'm back up to 98, so yeah, dude, his regen's so good, I love it so much. And then we get another corruption there, all that living abyss is back, and yeah, we finished the fight at full health after being below half health early on in the fight. So anyway, that's my Knull Ultimate Showcase, guys. I hope you really enjoyed watching this video, because Knull is truly one of my favorite cosmics in the game right now. I get a lot of fun out of playing the character, and hope you guys will too if you feel like giving him a shot. So thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.